Hello, good morning. This is Kevin from Texas Metalhead YouTube channel. And as you can see, this is my Stratomatic board game, version 2016. And I decided to go ahead and make another recording. I think this will be baseball game number 4. Now I know I have a few that I need to wrap up that either the score was tied or the time ran out, and I need to go ahead and complete them, and I will do that. But I just wanted to start a new board game, a new game between two teams. One that I've already practiced with, the Houston Astros of 2016, but a brand new team from the National League. I think they're from the National League Central, or maybe from the, yeah, I think they're from the Central, the Cincinnati Reds. I happen to like two of the players. Only one of them remains that is someone that I really, like, and that's Joey Votto. Brandon Phillips used to play for them as well, but he now plays for the Atlanta Braves, I believe. But here's my board game. As you can see, this is a Stratomatic board game. You have your 3 outs. This board game the backdrop is the Chicago Wrigley Field. Here's the die. Here's the player pieces. 3 outs. Sorry for the glare from the light. There's a dice right there, white and so forth. And here's a board game. And let me move this closer. Let me stand up. And I'll zoom in. Oh, is my finger in the way? I'm sure it is. Here we go. Starting pitcher tonight for the Houston Astros is Joe Musgrove for Houston. And the visiting pitcher is Tim Adelman of Cincinnati. He's their starting pitcher. He's the visiting pitcher. So there you go, everybody. We're going to start another board game. This is a bird's eye view of the board. Now I just wanted to quickly tell y'all too, thank you so much for supporting my page. This is a lot of fun. It's a nice excursion from the stress in life. Just being able to play a little parlor board game, based on baseball. I mean, Stratomatic Baseball is just the top baseball board game business, I guess you'd say. As I mentioned earlier, it's morning, and it's actually quite cool for spring here in Texas. But let me go ahead and get the ball rolling, and let's enjoy another baseball recording of baseball board broadcast, courtesy of Texas Metalhead YouTube channel. Thank you and enjoy the game. I'm just going to lay my phone down now. There we go. I'm going to try to pick up the volume, try to pick up the speaker, the microphone, so y'all can hear that. Hopefully I can get all this game in within an hour. Games range about an hour. So without further ado, let's get started with our game. Just a moment, I'm going to sit on the edge of my bed so it might make a sound. Thank you again, and let's enjoy the baseball game. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to score each result on a score card or score sheet. But again, this contest tonight or this morning is between the Houston Astros of 2016 versus the Cincinnati Reds of 2016. And I'll go ahead and read the lineup for Cincinnati first. And you know what? I'll go ahead and call them out as they come up to bat. So leadoff hitter for the Cincinnati Reds is Billy Hamilton. He's really fast. He's got speed. He's a superior defensive player, defensive outfielder, Gold Glover. So let's see how he does against Joe Musgrove of Houston. Joe Musgrove of Houston has a ERA of 4.06, and he's won 4 games and lost 4 games. He's had 10 starts, given up 9 home runs. Sorry about that. Throat caught. Strikeouts 55 and 16 walks. So let's see what happens. Rolling the white and red die now together. And the result is a 5-7, split 5-7. So let's see what happens. Billy Hamilton takes a swing. It's 5-7 against Joe Musgrove. And he has a great chance of getting a hit. Let's see what happens. 5-7. If you roll a 1 through 4, it's a triple. You roll a 5 through 20, it's a double. Billy Hamilton up the bat. I rolled a 19, so on a 5-7-19 is a double. And we already got Billy Hamilton on second with a double. So Cincinnati is in great position to already score to start out the game with a run. Brandon Phillips, second baseman for Cincinnati, is now up to bat. And he's the number 2 hitter. Brandon Phillips, superior Gold Glove second baseman. He's a veteran of the game. And like I said, he's a superior defensive infielder. He likes to show a lot of flash. And he's a pretty good hitter. And he steals bases. So Houston is already in trouble. One man on second, Billy Hamilton and Brandon Phillips. The result of the roll is a 1-9. 1-9 on Brandon Phillips' card is a ground out to shortstop. So the runner's going to stay at second, and Brandon Phillips will get thrown out at first. So he grounds to the shortstop, grounds out for an out. Just a moment. I got to grab some water. Thank you for waiting. Okay, so far we have 1 out for I always get that backwards. It's 1 out for Houston, and Cincinnati is up to bat. 1 out for Houston, 1 out for Cincinnati up to bat with Billy Hamilton at second base. Joey Votto, the number 3 hitter, he's their superior first baseman. Very good first baseman. A veteran, a professional hitter. He's from Canada. And he's got a fiery temper, a will to win, and he's determined. He's kind of the heart of Cincinnati. And he's their first baseman. So here, let's see how Joey Votto does. Let's see if he can drive in his buddy Billy Hamilton. It's a 6-11. 6-11 on Houston's card. On Joe Musgrove card, 6-11 is a ground ball pitcher X. So Joey Votto is thrown out at first. He grounds to the pitcher. And Billy Hamilton now moves on to third. So Billy Hamilton advances to third on the ground out from Joey Votto to the pitcher. So now we have a man at third, Billy Hamilton for Cincinnati. And Adam Duvall, the cleanup hitter, number 4 hitter, is up to bat. So one more chance for Cincinnati to drive in a run and keep this rally going. We're going to see what happens, rolling the white die and the 2 red die. It's a 1-9, 1-9. It's a batter card. 1-9 is a strikeout. So Adam Duvall gets struck out. Joe Musgrove strikes him out. And I'm looking for the 3rd penny, but, oh, there it is. And that's 3 outs for Cincinnati. Real good try to score runs, but not this time. So let me roll these together. Pick up these cards. And next at bat, when Cincinnati comes back up to bat, will be Eugenio Suarez. Oh, wow, my throat's sore or something. Congestion. And by the way, I haven't even been keeping score. So just a moment. Let me see if I can remember the results of that. Okay, I know Billy Hamilton got a double, and Brandon Phillips was a ground out, and Votto was a ground out, and Duvall was a fly out. So he flew out to I believe he flew out. Okay, he flew out to the outfielder. All right, now that brings up Houston in the bottom of the 1st. Houston's coming up to bat, and Houston's lineup will face off against Tim Adelman of the Cincinnati Reds, their starting pitcher. Let's see what happens. Jake Marisnick of Houston Astros. He's their center fielder and number 1 on the lineup. It's a 1-9. 1-9 is a fly ball, center field B. So let me write that down. I'm going to write that result. So it's a fly ball, center field B. Fly out. Man, I need to take my sinus medicine. Jose Altuve, number 2 hitter for the Houston Astros. He's their second base, Gold Glover. And he's going against Tim Adelman. Let's see. Jose takes a swing. It's a 3-10. 3-10 results in a single. Chance for extra bases. So once again, I think Jose Altuve extends his hitting streak. I don't think he was... in the last game, I don't think he even was retired. He didn't go 0 for 4, in other words. He was successful and keep getting on base. Carlos Correa, the number 3 batter, shortstop for the Houston Astros. Let's see how he does. A 1-7. 1-7. Carlos takes a swing, and it's a strikeout. He strikes, and Tim Adelman strikes him out with a curveball, with a breaking ball. So Jose Altuve will hold it first. He looks like he's anxious, like he wants to run, like he wants to steal. But it's already 2 outs, so percentages state that he's fast enough to advance on a base hit. So he's just going to stay at first. George Springer, the right fielder. Let's see how he does. Rolling the white and red die together. And Tim Adelman against George Springer of Houston. Houston Astros. 1-9. 1-9 goes to the batter card, and it's another strikeout for Tim Adelman. Wow, another K. So I think he's already struck out. Let me check that. Okay, so that's a strikeout for George Springer. All right, and Jose Altuve got on with a single. And Correa, did he strike out too, I think? No, it was maybe a ground out. I am not keeping track. I don't know. Not sure about that one. I think it was. And that's 3 outs for Houston. So now we go back.